Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, GAMA releases Q2 2023 aircraft shipment and billing report. 9th Annual Girls in Aviation Day approaching. FAA investigating civilian pilots with military backgrounds. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. GAMA releases Q2 2023 aircraft shipment and billing report. GAMA has published the second quarter 2023 general aviation aircraft shipment and billing report. Compared to the same time period in 2022, the general aviation aircraft manufacturing industry increased the volume and value of aircraft deliveries across all segments. GAMA President and CEO Pete Bunn stated, quote, "As we look toward the future, it will be imperative that we have stability, accountability, and sound direction from regulatory authorities, particularly in the U.S. Not only does the FAA need an effective permanent leader during this transformative time for aviation, but the agency is in the process of being reauthorized by Congress." End quote. Aircraft shipments through the second quarter of 2023 when compared to the same time period last year saw piston airplanes increase 11.4% with 713 units, turboprops increased 17.4% with 290 units, and business jets increased 2.4% with 296 units. The value of airplane deliveries through the second quarter of 2023 was $9.2 billion, an increase of 1.4%. Piston helicopter deliveries increased 28.7% with 112 units, and turbine helicopter deliveries increased 30.4% with 339 units. The value of helicopter deliveries increased 29.9% to $1.9 billion. Coming up after the break, civilian aircraft strays near Biden vacation spot.
There's a lot of places I get to at the end of the runway or in turnarounds that I need an engine running. So for me, it's very important to have a product that I'm absolutely confident with. I am very confident with the Trailblazer propeller. And when I'm flying air shows, I know that propeller's gonna be right for me.
Skyleader Aircraft offers a lineup of the most powerful, durable, and efficient light sport aircraft in the industry. From trainers to roomy cockpits for long hauls, Skyleader has an aircraft for you. And the best part? They're in your budget. Skyleader's base prices are set low to give you room to customize your aircraft to your needs, desires, and wallet, allowing you to put your money where it matters to you most. Visit flyskyleader.com today to learn about our aircraft, customization options, and chat with the team.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Civilian aircraft strays near Biden vacation spot. NORAD scrambled fighter jets on Friday, August 25th for purpose of intercepting a civilian aircraft. The aircraft, of as of yet undisclosed make and model, strayed too near a Lake Tahoe locale in which Joe and Jill Biden were then vacationing. The crews of 2 U.S. Air Force F-16s fired flares to secure the attention of the interloping civilian pilot before escorting him and his aircraft out of the restricted airspace without further incident. A U.S. Coast Guard helicopter also took part in the intercept. Sheriff's Department helicopter impacts Florida apartment building. 2 people lost their lives and at least 4 others were injured when a Broward County, Florida Sheriff's Office EC-135 helicopter carrying 3 occupants impacted a Pompano Beach apartment building. The accident, which resulted in a structural fire, occurred on August 28th at approximately 8:45 EDT. Killed in the mishap were firefighter Terryson Jackson and a woman residing in the apartment struck by the helicopter. The helicopter had been en route to North Lauderdale for purpose of picking up an accident victim when it encountered difficulty. American Airlines to upgrade pilots before customers. American Airlines pilots have ratified a new 4-year contract offering an incremental $9.6 billion in added value over its term. The new pilot contract states deadheading pilots will be assigned the highest class of service for all transoceanic international flights, flights to Hawaii and Alaska, and flights south of the equator. Moreover, deadheading pilots on routes other than those aforementioned will initially be assigned economy class seating in the following preference order: exit row aisle, exit row window, non-exit row aisle, non-exit row window. Finally, those assigned economy seats will atop first-class upgrade lists. SpaceX Crew 7 mission docks safely at ISS. NASA's SpaceX Crew 7 mission blasted spaceward from Launch Complex 39A of Florida's Kennedy Space Center at 3:27 EDT on the morning of Saturday, August 26th. Bound for the ISS aboard the SpaceX Crew Dragon capsule Endurance were mission commander and NASA astronaut Jasmine Mogbelli, pilot and ESA astronaut Andreas Mogensen, and mission specialist JAXA astronaut Satoshi Furukawa and Roscosmos cosmonaut Konstantin Borisov. The airlock between Endurance and the ISS opened at 10:58 EDT the next day. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. 9th Annual Girls in Aviation Day approaching. Worldwide, on September 23, 2023, thousands of girls ages 8 through 18 will enjoy the 9th Annual Girls in Aviation Day in their local communities through unique events hosted by WAI chapters and corporate members. WAI will continue to offer additional virtual resources, activities, information, and instructional videos via the free Aviation for Girls app. Already more than 150 events are planned at airports, FBOs, museums, and hangars across the U.S., Canada, Europe, Africa, and Asia. Some 30,000 girls will be introduced to the career and lifestyle possibilities in aviation and aerospace through meeting female role models, career panels, exploring airplanes and airports, and a host of hands-on, fun, and educational activities ranging from sectional chart scavenger hunts to exploring the Moon and Mars research sites to learning about aircraft engines and avionics with maintenance technicians. To enjoy the full Girls in Aviation Day experience, while supplies last, WAI event hosts will offer free activity kits to participants featuring a Girls in Aviation Day backpack filled with Aviation for Girls 2023 Issue 2, a propeller activity, an aviation sectional chart, a WAI sticker, a glitter tattoo, the new WAI career guide titled The Sky is Unlimited, and a bandana. And after these messages, FAA investigating civilian pilots with military backgrounds.
Well, hello, fellow pilot. I'm John King.
And I'm Martha King.
You know, we've all had our flying lives disrupted lately.
Well, King Schools is here to help you stay up to date with courses that you can access on your desktop, iPad, or iPhone. If you'd like a refresher or just want to expand your aviation horizons, we have a course for you.
So head over to kingschools.com/rusty today for details.
Throughout the globe, Piper Aircraft has hand-selected the very best in company representation, service, and support. From first inquiry to acquisition to product support, Piper Aircraft ownership is seamless and worry-free. Piper Aircraft authorized dealers, factory trained, factory connected.
Welcome back. FAA investigating civilian pilots with military backgrounds. U.S. federal investigators suspect some 4,800 pilots, primarily U.S. military veterans, falsified their medical records for purpose of concealing their receipt of VA benefit conducive to the treatment of mental health disorders and similarly serious conditions by dint of which they could be deemed medically unfit to fly. Veterans Affairs investigators discovered the inconsistencies by cross-checking federal databases. The FAA, however, has purposefully concealed the debacle from public scrutiny. FAA spokesman Matthew Lenner acknowledged in a statement that the agency has been investigating about 4,800 pilots, quote, who might have submitted incorrect or false information as part of their medical applications, end quote. Lenner alleged the FAA has closed approximately half the aforementioned cases and has ordered some 60 pilots who, quote, posed a clear danger to aviation safety, end quote, to cease flying on an emergency basis while their records are reviewed. Approximately 600 of the pilots under investigation hold ATP certificates. The remainder hold commercial certification. Federal investigators determined a number of U.S. military veterans seeking to retain their medical certificates and the flying privileges afforded by such downplayed their ailments to the FAA, but exaggerated such to the VA, allegedly in hopes of maximizing disability payments. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!